Hi, I'm Emily Rose. I'm a professional wildlife and pastel pencil artist, and I'm here with a mini series to help you get drawing. So I'm here to answer any of your tiny little questions that are in the back of your mind and you're thinking, yeah, I need that sorted before I can carry on with this work, or I'm sure it's going to help me progress my work forwards. So this week we're talking about reference photos, but specifically we're talking about copyright. Now this is very important. So you can't use any photo you want, whether that is from TV, online, in a magazine. You can't just use it without the photographer's permission. You've got to remember that somebody took that photo and it is their visual property because they took it. So to avoid getting in a bit of a pickle with this, you want to make sure that you have the photographer's permission. Now, this isn't always possible, as I say. If it's TV or a random photo you found on Google, you might not be able to track down who took that. So to get around those difficulties, you can pay to have photos, and you can also get some photos for free. So let's start off with the free stuff because that's interesting. So for free, you can go to sites such as Pixabay or Unsplash, and on there you have royalty-free photos that you are perfectly welcome to download and use as you wish for your artwork. So there are some drawbacks with this. As much as it's free, it means that the quality of photos on there is fairly mixed. You can get lucky and you can get some really beautiful shots, but I find that especially on places like Unsplash, most of the photos have filters. When it comes to drawing, that's really frustrating. You want something that's raw, and you can then decide which aspects that you want to heighten or pull back. So really you need to try and look for something that doesn't have an obvious filter on it and is fairly well exposed and focused. But we're going to get more into how to pick your best reference photo next time. So they are the free options, and I'll have those linked down below. You also want to be careful about downloading stuff that's free. Generally speaking, I don't have a problem with it, but I have had a couple of episodes where something appears to have happened with my laptop, and the only thing I can think of is that I've accessed a few of the royalty-free images. So just be aware of that before you click download. Another option would be to use sites such as Istock. Now, you can choose to buy images on there with different copyrights to them. Generally speaking, off the top of my head, I think the images are around about £20 to £30. I could be a bit out with that. But you can also buy credits, which is a cheaper way to do it, but it is quite pricey. Often on places like Istock, you're less likely to come in contact with really bad filters. However, I do still find that some of the images are a bit over edited. And as I say, that's quite frustrating for us drawers to work from. But it is a good option, but quite expensive. A cheaper option would be to use somewhere like wildlifereferencephotos.com, and I'll have them linked down below for you. Their images, I think, cost around about £5, so it's extremely reasonable. But the limitation there is that they are limited. Their library isn't as big as somewhere like Istock or even Pixabay. However, the quality of them, like Istock, is much higher than the free sites. And what I generally find on wildlife reference photos, which is really good, is that it's because it's specifically for people to use as a reference, they haven't got annoying filters on them. So it can be a really great place to go for quite a high quality image at a low price. But as I say, they're a little bit limited in terms of what they've got on there, but it's definitely worth a look. The best option is to be able to take them yourself, which obviously if you want to draw something like a giraffe, it might not be possible, or to get friends. Get yourself some photographer friends. So I've been really lucky at exhibitions I've been doing. I keep bumping into people that go out bird watching and wildlife watching, and they take photos as they go around. Really good photos, and I find that a lot of people are happy for me to use them. Now, it is so important, again, that you get their permission before you use a photo. Even if you think, oh, they gave me permission to use this one in the past, I'm just going to use this off their Flickr account. Don't do that. It's not nice. It's like someone stealing your piece of art. You know, they've taken time and care to get that shot and then to edit it, and then they've uploaded it, and then you just take it. So make sure you get permission, but loads of people are really into taking high quality photographs these days. And generally speaking, if you credit them for their work when you're exhibiting or when you put the piece online, generally speaking, that's enough, but just check with them. So there are a couple of options. You can either get them for free, watch what you download, or you can pay fairly high prices on places like Istock, or a bit less on places like Wildlife Reference Photos, Or you can look around in photography clubs on Facebook, or just when you're out walking, if you're looking for wildlife. So many people walk around with big cameras these days, and just ask them, see what they say. If you're doing it for fun, if you're just doing your drawings for fun, then often there won't be much of a problem. If you're selling them, then you just need to be open about what you're doing. So I hope this video has helped you. Next time we're going to be looking at how to pick a good reference photo, because trust me, there's a difference between a good one and a bad one, and what to do if you've got to work with a bad reference photo, perhaps for a pet portrait that's a tribute and you can't get another one. In the meantime, if you want feedback on your work or you've got questions that you'd like answered, you can find me at the Facebook group Emily Rose Fine Art Drawing Class. I'm on there once a week giving people feedback on their drawings, and no, they don't have to be drawings from my own tutorials. As long as they're pastel pencil drawings, I'll get back to you. And you can also get your questions answered. So as I say, join us on Facebook, and in the meantime, happy drawing.